Welcome back to my house. Let's work on some fractions. Okay, I am working on page 315 and 316 today. This is normally that lesson at the end of the chapter that I skip, but we're not going to skip it right now. I think it's a good thing to do. This is all about problem solving using word problems. So I'm just going to do the first one with you, and I'm going to read it to you before we start. It says, grandfather gave one package of cookies to his 6 grandchildren. The package contained 24 cookies. He told them to share the cookies equally, and I hope they actually listened to Grandpa. So we're just going to pretend that they were all wonderful kids and they just did exactly what they should be doing. So right here, I'm going to show you what I did. We started out with a box, and each box is going to represent one of the grandchildren, and then each dot, I actually counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 24, until I ran out of cookies. That means that equally, each grandchildren has the same amount of cookies. Now the first question actually says, what fraction of the package will each child receive? Now it didn't say how many cookies did each grandchild receive. It says the fraction of the package. So what that means is each grandchild represents one part of the fraction. So first, how many grandchildren are there? Well, there's 6, right? So your 6 is going to be your denominator. Now, if it says each child, that means one child. So, in other words, each grandchild is going to equal 1/6 of the total package. So for the first one, you should get 1/6. The second one, I actually think is a little easier than trying to figure out the first. It reads, how many cookies will each child receive? Well, since I already did the boxes to represent each grandchild and put down a cookie in each one of their hands until we ran out, that's simple division. In other words, we had 24 total cookies, and we divided them by 6 grandchildren. So how many did each receive? Well, if you look here, we counted it out that way, or if you already know your multiplication facts and your division really well, you can just do 24 divided by 6. You're going to end up with 4. Not too shabby. The next one, number 3, reads, the first day the children ate half of the 24 cookies. How many cookies did they eat that day? So that's not too hard. If you were to take 24 my green marker's dying. Okay. And I want to know what half of 24 is. This looks a lot like yesterday's lesson. Half of 24, I'm going to take 24. And if you remember my trick, you're going to divide it by 2. So 24 divided by 2 equals 12. 12 times 1 equals 12. So in other words, half of 24 equals 12. So there are 12 cookies that they ate that day. I'm glad they saved some for the next day. That's how you do these. Read them carefully and work through them all. There is a form on GoFormative for this. Make sure you write down your answers on that. Do the best you can. The next lesson I don't have a video for, because if you flip ahead to the chapter review, which is page 321 and 322, you know my rule with chapter reviews. You can use your books, you can use your notebooks, you can look back at these videos as much as you want to, but you can't use me or each other. So try to be as honest as you possibly can. It's been a pleasure, guys. Good luck.